Can you imagine being one of these quarterbacks that got to play the Eagles? You start to roll to your left, and you see Jordan Davis. He's got a clean path right to you. And the first thought the quarterback's going to have is, there's no way this big guy can get to me before I throw this ball. The second thought he's going to have is, holy crap, this guy's a lot quicker than I thought. The third thought you're going to have is, I got no legs. Dallas still stinks. You're right the way, King Dingbat here, and I hope everybody's having a great day. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're hanging in there. All of a sudden, Britton Covey is starting to stack days on itself, and if somehow he can be our special teams guy, that would be huge, since we haven't really had a good returner since Darren Sproles. Now we're going to get into it in a second, talk about day 7 of training camp, but before we do that, if you like the content and you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that like, make sure to hit that subscribe button for daily Eagles content, NFL content. You don't want to miss it. And if you've been subscribed for a while, you know the deal. Just double check, double moonwalk check, make sure you're still subscribed. Now, before I get into practice, I've got to wish, and I did this at the end of my video yesterday, but I got to wish and congratulate Dick Vermeil on making the Hall of Fame. One of the great coaches, not just in Eagles history, but in NFL history. And I said this at the end of my video yesterday. If I could choose, 3-4 coaches that I would love to play for if I was ever to play football, Dick Vermeil would be one of those guys. No question about it. I love the way he motivated players. He made them work hard, yet he always let them know he cared, okay? He was the real deal. And I got to credit Dick Vermeil really with becoming, with falling in love with the Eagles to the extent I did. I was born into being an Eagles fan, but at a young age, I was an Eagle fan. But when I watched Dick Vermeil retire, okay, and crying at his retirement conference with the Eagles, man, I felt bad for him, I felt bad for the team, and emotionally, I attached to the Eagles. That was the moment, and it's all because of Dick Vermeil. So I have to wish Dick Vermeil just a happy day, a great day, and man, this is a long time coming. I think he should have been there a long, long time ago. But congratulations, Dick Vermeil. Had to say that, okay? Now, let's go over the Eagles injury report. Will not practice today. Grant Calcaterra, hamstring. He keeps missing days, man. I don't like it. Andre Dillard, concussion. Jordan Mailata, concussion. Boston Scott, concussion. And that seems like that came from a hit by Marcus Epps yesterday. But, man, we got 3 guys that all have concussions. It's crazy. Greg Ward, toe, and then Mac McCain was limited with a knee. Now, I saved Devontae Smith for last. He's out not practicing with a groin. But I'm getting quite a few DMs and stuff asking me, yo, what's going on with Devontae Smith? Why isn't he practicing? What is happening? Devontae Smith, he hurt his groin. I think the Eagles are being overly precautious. When they had practice the day he hurt himself, he was practicing, came out, and then went back in. I don't expect him to play the first preseason game. I don't know how much these starters are going to play anyways. But I don't expect him to play, and I don't think it's something, hopefully, that will hinder him all year. You got to, when hamstrings, groin, stuff like that, you got to let that heal completely. So it really depends how bad it is, but from what the Eagles have told us, it doesn't seem like, it's that bad. It seems like it's more precautious. And because he was sidelined, the Eagles start practice with A.J. Brown, Quez Watkins, and Zach Pascal as your number 3 wide receiver. We know that the Eagles have been waiting to get Pascal on the field. They just haven't been able to because he had food poisoning. Brutal. I don't wish that on anybody. I don't wish that on my worst enemy, okay? That is absolutely 100% brutal. Now, as far as the offense went, I don't know if you guys have seen, but Brandon Lee Gowton, shout out to him. He puts out a Jalen Hurts daily stock report every day, okay? And I think it's kind of funny, because it's practice. I don't really put too much in it. I just see it as, okay, this is the perception of Jalen Hurts and how he did today at practice. Elliott Shore Parts. Elliott Shore Parts. Yeah, what parts, I don't know. Elliott Shore Parks. He puts out the statistics. Jalen Hurts was 29-30 today with 3 touchdowns, but he had a horrible day. Things like that, you're like, what? But Brandon Lee Gowton, shout out to him of Bling Green Nation, puts out the daily stock report of Jalen Hurts. So I kind of wanted to go through this because I just think it's interesting. He had day 1, he had his stock even. Day 2, he had him down. Day 3, down. So 2 bad practices in a row. Day 4, even. Day 5, even. Day 6, down. Day 7, which is today, he had even. Now, that's the stock report on Jalen Hurts, and take from it what you will. Me, I don't put a lot of stock in the stock report, okay? I do find it fascinating to hear what other people, their view is of what they see in training camp. Because you can have one guy saying, great camp, great day, and you have another guy saying, not too good. So, it's interesting, but I don't put a lot of stock on it. We're going to know when Jalen Hurts plays. I mean, listen, they had the stock report, had him even today, right? They had the day before a bad day. Yet, today was the first day that Jalen Hurts had any turnovers in 3 or 4 practices. Don't you get credit for not having turnovers if we're going to be judging somebody? So, to me, you got to play in the game, okay? His best pass of the day, they said, was A.J. Brown, who dropped it, okay? But he made some great plays. He made a great play to Dallas Goedert, who has, by the way, had a quietly good camp. And I say quietly, we've heard a few things about him, but not a lot. But the connection between Hurts and Goedert is real. And now the extra space in which Goedert is going to play on is going to be fascinating. I expect a big year from Dallas Goedert. I expect that he'll be a Pro Bowler and he'll be considered at least a top 5 tight end if he's not already that, But good day for Dallas Goedert. Britton Covey. We've got to talk about Britton Covey, okay? Because Britton Covey is not just having, a great day the other day. He's starting to stack good days on himself. So much so that he's now seeing more offensive reps. He actually got first-team reps today in the slot. So Britton Covey is coming along nice. Now, he's important in my mind because he's my great hope that we'll have somebody who can do damage on special teams. We need a punt returner. We need a kick returner. I am tired of seeing every punt. Punt there. Punt. Soon as that ball touches the punter's foot, Greg Ward Jr., fair catch. And if he does catch it and try to run, it's like 2 yards tripped. 2 yards tripped. We need somebody that can change field position. We need somebody who's dangerous back there. I mean, look at when we had Darren Sproles. Look at the difference it made. Teams scared us. You could be in a situation where your offense is struggling or something, it's a tight game, and he could change the field position like that. We haven't had that in a while. Britton Covey is the guy that I'm hoping for. And to see him now starting to get some first-team reps, although I know there's injuries and stuff like that, but I think he's impressing the Eagles. That's kind of what I take out of it. So I'm very excited about him. Jason Huntley made a couple nice runs today. He looked like he was showing some great speed. He's another guy that maybe could, do something on special teams. I think Covey, I think Devon Allen, I think that's where they're going to make this team. But I like what I'm hearing about Britton Covey, okay? No question about it. Now, on the defensive side of the ball, once again, Jordan Davis makes his presence felt. Okay, they said one play, Hurts rolled to his left, and all he sees is Jordan Davis coming, had to get rid of the ball, okay? This guy is going to be a stud. This guy is going to down. I can't wait. I can't wait to see Mark Holmes' face when he just destroys and obliterates the Dallas Cowboys offensive line. It's going to be a thing of beauty. Okay. Now, as happy and excited as I get with Jordan Davis, I get agita. I get nervous. I get pains in my stomach when thinking about Derek Barnett. And today, I'm sitting there and, I'm looking at what's going on and I see a tweet by Brandon Lee Gowton. Shout out to him. And it says, Derek Barnett has quietly had a good camp. Recall him only having one penalty? I recall him having 2 penalties, at least. Okay, they said 2 penalties, 1 sack. He's doubling his sacks with penalties. I ain't buying it. I ain't trusting it. I'm sorry, but I just can't. I can't do it with this guy. I can't until he proves it on the field. Oh, man, I'm going to have a panic attack. Derek Barnett panic attack. This guy is going to set me off this year. I lost 15 years of my life with Nelson Aguilar. I've already probably lost 8 to 10 with this guy, all right? I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy, the stress that Derek Barnett gives me, okay? It's real, okay? Kaiser White, fantastic day. Bunch of breakups, said he's all over the field. Once again, with the linebackers, I just don't remember the Eagles having this good of linebackers and linebackers depth in a long time, at least on paper. And not only was White playing well, but Nakobe Dean got some first-team reps. And there's some people who are questioning Nakobe Dean. He's a little too quiet. He's not doing anything. He's not standing out. I think Nakobe Dean is going to be fine. I think he's going to quietly go about his business and do his thing. And if he's getting first-team reps, I think that's fairly a good thing. No, is it not? I think it is. So let him transition slowly. And the fact that guys like T.J. Edwards are playing so well that maybe it's limiting or slowing up Nakobe Dean from having to start right away. It's a blessing. Even Davion Taylor coming back from injury has been impressing the coaches and a lot of people. So the linebacking situation is looking like maybe the most improved position on this team. And for once, it looks like it's got some depth and it's got some playmakers on it. So you got to be excited about it, okay? And the other position now I'm very excited about is the cornerback, okay? Of course, Darius Slay, James Bradbury, Avonte Maddox. I think that's a great trio. And Darius Slay had a great interception today. Darius Slay with a nice falling back interception while covering Quez Watkins. Hurts did underthrow the ball. But Darius Slay having a good camp. Battling with A.J. Brown. And then James Bradbury, once again, a lot of breakups, had a couple breakups. One of them caused an interception. James Bradbury, in my opinion, when you look at all the players and everything we've talked about, he may be the most, he may be standing out the most, and he may be the most consistent. It seems like there isn't a day that goes by that James Bradbury ain't doing something really, really good. And it just makes me wonder, how did the Giants get rid of this guy over money? They should have kept him. But you know what? Their loss is our gain. And I can't wait to see this cornerback trio on the field, It's going to be fascinating. No question about it. But that's pretty much what happened. Practice day 7. Tomorrow is a public practice. So I'll be streaming live for that during it. Look for that. It should be fun. And of course, tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern, the Philly Shakedown podcast on Joey Shake's channel. Shout out to him. So come hang out with us. It's going to be an interesting show because there's just so much going on. With that said, take care. Talk to you later. Of course, don't be a dingbat. It's how we vision. We're all just living in it. I gotta say this. Because I don't know what's going on in this world. Alright? But I was in a store and they're starting to sell bugs. Bugs to eat. I want to say this right now. I will never eat bugs. Ever, ever, ever. Okay, they're talking about like cockroach milk instead of like cow's milk. What are you talking about? I'll never eat bugs, but I'll always eat a juicy ass steak. Denzel Washington, out.